In a small, forgotten town, there was a house that no one dared to enter. The house, once grand and full of life, now stood abandoned, its windows shattered, and its doors creaking with the slightest breeze. But the house's eerie appearance wasn't what kept people away. It was the story of Emily and Sarah. In the late 1970s, the Thompson family moved into the house, excited for a fresh start. It was a perfect home, they thought, with its large rooms and beautiful garden. But soon after they settled in, strange things began to happen. Emily, their 7-year-old daughter, was the first to notice. At night, she would hear whispers, soft, haunting voices that seemed to come from within the walls. She told her parents, but they brushed it off as childish imagination. Yet, the whispers continued, growing louder each night. One evening, Emily's mother found her sitting on her bed, talking to someone who wasn't there. When asked who she was speaking to, Emily replied calmly, "Sarah, she lives in the walls." Her parents were unsettled, but still, they didn't believe. That was until they, too, began hearing the noises, footsteps in the attic when no one was up there, doors slamming shut on their own, and cold drafts sweeping through the house despite the summer heat. Desperate to find answers, they did some research and discovered that Sarah was real or had been. Decades earlier, Sarah had lived in the house with her family, but she had died under mysterious circumstances. Some said she fell from the attic stairs. Others whispered that her death was no accident. Her parents left the house shortly after, and it had remained vacant until the Thompsons moved in. The more the Thompsons learned about Sarah, the more the activity in the house intensified. Emily's behavior grew more disturbing. She would often stand in front of the wall where she claimed Sarah lived, speaking in hushed tones, as if having a conversation. One night, Emily disappeared. Her parents searched everywhere but found no trace of her, except for one chilling clue: a note, written in crayon on the wall of her bedroom. It simply read, "Sarah took me." The Thompsons fled the house the next morning, never to return. Emily was never found. To this day, the house remains empty, but the townspeople say it isn't truly vacant. On quiet nights, if you walk past the house, you might hear the soft whisper of a little girl's voice, echoing from within the walls, calling out for someone to help her, or warning you to stay away. And every so often, a light flickers on in Emily's old room, though no one has lived there for decades.